Okay, sorry. Okay, my apologies on this. Okay, okay. So I hope you can see this. Okay, I think just now I did press the button. Okay. Anyway, this just a quick cap. Okay, I'll repeat again. I'll just repeat again. Just a quick one. Okay, daily market insight twice a day on WhatsApp. We are beginning from October onwards. Okay, this is going to be on October onwards. And this, if you take down the number plus 65 9 444 2 333 and send us a message. Okay, send us a message with your name. So we would be sending you the daily market insight twice a day. Okay, then we are also planning to do a weekly market outlook every Monday, and this is going to be 1500 hours. So this is something which we can count on. This is going to be like something like what is to be expected for the whole week. So that means like all the action of the market. And in fact, this week we tried, but next week onwards, this is going to be a full-fledged, uh, full-fledged service. Okay, now we are also going to do live signals. Okay, this is going to be at 1600 hours and 2100 hours. Okay, and this is, we are also going to follow up with the daily, that means what happened to the signals, whether we get stopped out, whether, if we get stopped out, then, we should be doing a re-entry, then, how we manage the trade. So this is something also you can count on us. Then we are going to do a weekly twice news trading event. This is usually during the data announcement. We will be putting in the trades and we will be telling you that how to manage the trade and how we manage the trade. And we're also going to have a once a month learning the system. And this is going to be the last Friday of the month. And I'm not sure whether this Friday is going to be, but we will keep you updated. But most likely, if the numbers are not that big, then probably we may postpone to the next month. And also the workshop. We are also planning to do a precise trader method once a month, and this is going to be on the Saturday. And this is going to be at least like 2 or 3 sessions. Okay, this is not just going to be like one session because within one session, I don't think you can learn, you can understand and grab the system. So you need to use and you need to try it out for use to test the thing, right? So these are the services we can look forward to, and you can count on us. Then we go on. Okay, now today is going to be a live trading session. Okay, and also take note that we are also planning to trade on US markets, like for instance like Nasdaq, Dow Jones, S&P. So we are also planning to start to give signals and trade. So of course we have to see, I mean, the availability of the time, and also we want to do it in a continued manner, right? So now, as of the signals, okay, live signals, we have taken some trades, and in fact, just now I think we took a trade on the gold. I think we got stopped out, so then I think we have to do a re-entry now. Uh, then euro dollar, I think we also got stopped out. So this we have two stopped out as of now, and we are going to do a re-entry now, looking into this. So what we are trying to do is, okay, we are going to share our services with you. Okay, now these are the signals which we have given. Okay, I suggest you take a screenshot, then at least you know what is to be expected and how you can do things. Okay, the thing you must understand is, okay, there's two things you need to understand. One is, see, trading is all about the consistency. Trading is all about getting the emotions at control, and trading is all about having a proper money management. There's a lot of things to look for and a lot of things to apply. So when we come into, I mean, doesn't mean that, okay, we get stopped out. Okay, in short, what we got to do is You got to cut your losses short, let your profits run. So that means when you make money, you got to make more money, and when you lose, you try to lose the minimum, and that's one of the best way of doing trading, especially if you want to trade for a living. Okay, and also there is a lot of difference between trading for a living and trading as a part-time trader. Meaning that means you have your own job, then you trade part-time. That means your requirements and your requirements and your necessity is not that much compared to trading full time and trading for a living. Okay, what I would suggest is I would want you to take this screenshot. Okay, of course, we would be doing some adjustments. These are the trade calls which we have given about 3 hours before. So usually this is how we work. That means we will generate a signal call, and followed by we will be sending you the market insight to give you a support of like how do you want to manage the trade and what do you look for and what is the target. And of course, as we go on, we have to keep going. That means the moment once you get stopped out, we got to go for a re-entry. The moment once we get booked our profit, we must also go for a re-entry. And that's how the consistency, that's how you plan to make a living. So we have two trades, which is expiry at 21:30. See, our trades signals are very straightforward. Okay, we will give you, and of course we have a ticket number, and what is the live price, and what is the entry, what is the stop, then what is our TP exit. Then if the order is filled, then we will tell you this order is filled. If it's not filled, then it's not filled. Then of course, what time it was created and when updated, and if there is any changes, you get to know the changes, right? So now you just take a screenshot. So we have sold euro at 112, okay, and we have a stop at 112.20 and 111.50. This order is filled and this is working. But in the event, let's assume this gets stopped out. Okay, we have another entry on the euro, and this is at selling at 112.50 and stop at 112.80, and this is about 70 pips move which we are targeting, and this one expiry is until tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. in the morning. So in other words, what we are trying to do is you put in the trades and you let your money work even while you are sleeping. Okay, so but of course with high discipline and high strict following of rules, then we should be able to do it with consistency, and that's what we are trying to do. And also that's what we are trying to train our people, who are believing in us and who wants to follow with us. Okay, I suggest you take all the screenshot. So we have a couple of trades expiry at 23:30. So like for instance, like pound, we have selling at 134.10, but right now is 3402. This expires at 23:30. Dollar yen, okay, we have a buy. So all this, what we will be doing is towards end of the session, we try to revise the levels or the time, and that's what you should be doing. So that means you just extend the time, or you may want to revise the levels. So it's all up to the market conditions and how this market moves. So now later on I'll be showing you, okay, how we are doing things, and how easy and how useful is the system, to do it. Of course, I'll be showing you this some examples. So on that way, so you can understand and follow the system and follow it closely. So you take a screenshot of this trades. These are the trades which we are planning to do. So we have also, I think there is a pound sell entry at 34.70. Okay, and this is expiry is until end of Friday. So we have still got 2 more days. That means, you see, what is going to happen is usually when we give a projection, okay, there's only three things can happen. Usually when we give a projection, the market may turn around that level, the market may turn before that level, and the market may turn after that level. Okay, so the beauty is turning after the level. That would be the fantastic trade, because definitely we know that okay, once this breaks, then it's going to turn, and that's for sure. Okay, the tricky part is turning before and turning at the level. That is a bit tricky part, because sometimes it may turn precisely at the level, sometimes it may turn before the level, but sometimes you see this is what happens. Sometimes we feel that the market has turned earlier than our levels. Then what we do is we try to go for a trade, then eventually it becomes a loss. So once it becomes a loss, then what we got to do is we got to go for the next trade to go on, with a proper money management, and of course we will be guiding you on that note, right? So now let's go live, and I hope you have taken all these signals what we have given as of now, and now we are going into live to study the market and see whether any other opportunities we can look for, and at the same time, do we need to see whether any adjustments to be done on the levels. So all this, we'll try to do it, and this is what we are going to do twice a day. That means like like what you're doing now. Then tomorrow session would be 1600 hours. So if you are interested, you come and join. We'll be also doing that. Okay, now we see here we always start off with the trend map. Okay, the trend map is a tool that gives you uh, where the trend is and how long is the trend going to be valid, or how long is the holding period of that trend is going to be. So now, as of now, okay, usually rule of thumb, we start off with 360 and 240, because that is the minimum we are looking with a comfortable signals. So when we look at our 360, see if you look at euro dollar, so euro dollar 360 is highlighted. That means when it's green, okay, it's very simple. In green means we are going for a buy. White means is market is flat, and red means we are going for a sell. Okay, but the tricky part is, when we go for a buy, we need to see how far we need to go. And always remember, when we put in the trades, the things we need to know before we put in the trades is what is the trend we are looking at, and what is the target, what is the stop loss, and what is the benchmark level. So all these informations we need to know before we put in the trade. So then, when we put in the trade, we can trade with ease and with lot of confidence. So I'm going to show you how it's done, and then later if we need to do any adjustment to our existing trades, we'll be doing it. Then after, I hope today I want to do Nasdaq, Dow Jones, and S&P. So we are also planning to start on that. So if we have the time, we'll do it. If not, then we can start tomorrow. I mean, no issues. But we will definitely we want to proceed with all these markets. Okay, now we look into euro dollar. So now you see your 360 is up, your 240 is flat, 120 is flat, and 30 is all flat, and 15 is flat. Okay, what does it tell you? That means even though the 360 is pointing up, there isn't much strength for the market to go higher. So what is going to happen is we look for a failure and we try to sell that level at failure, because we don't have much strength on a lower time frame. Always when the market is moving up, we should be able to see a good strength in all time frame. Then only we know that okay, this market is strong, and then we got to do. And always remember, when the market is moving up, there's two things we need to know. One is whether the market does it have enough strength to go up. That's one. And whether the market has got whether the bulls are strong, and whether the bears are there or bears are not there. All this gives you a very clear understanding of the market strength. So now when we look into this, okay, I clearly know that this euro dollar has got no strength. So all I know is if it goes up, then it has to turn and it has to be a failure. So definitely I want to go for a short, and definitely I don't want to go for a buy because I feel that this is a bit risky. Then on the other hand, we also need to know when does the weakness starts to come in, because like for instance, you see, if you are going to buy euro, I mean, or sell euro or buy euro, we need to know the market turning point, or we call it the critical, the critical level, or we use a different terms later, I'll tell you, but mainly the weakness level. So that level we need to know so that we can pay attention and have our focus. So now I know that euro, I'm going to go for a sell. Definitely, I'm not going to go for a buy because there is no strength. So where is going to my selling point? That is where we need to know. And of course, I need to tell you uh, the another level. That means once it breaks that level, then chances are the market has already started to turn. So I need to give you these two levels, right? So the next thing we go for is the PT zones. So when we look into the PT zones, okay, this is giving you, if you look at it, okay, there are no sellers. Okay, sellers means, I don't see any red box highlighted. So I know that there's no sellers. But on the other hand, neither there are no buyers because the market on the lower time frame are still flat. So what this market is telling me is this market is doesn't have strength to go up, neither it has strength weakness to go down. But of course, I need to give you the key level for you to take note of market breaking. That means once the market breaks that level, then we can be pretty sure that okay, this market has already started to turn, and we can hold the trade. Okay, so now we look at this. We are trying to sell, so we need to know where is the level we want to sell, and we need to know the stop loss. Then of course we need to know the reversal point, then and TP and all this. So now I'm going to share with you that. The final tool we go into is the dashboard. So when we look into the dashboard, so we see resistance. Okay, since we right now the market is trading at 11210. Okay, can you see here this point? This is where the market is trading at 1120810. So all I know, see here, this boxes here alone. Okay, this boxes here alone. I get whatever information I need for my trading. So that means when I look into this box, so this will tell you all the informations needed for me to put in as a trader. Okay, like what do I mean by that? See, this is trading above the previous day high. Okay, because this green is already highlighted. This is trading above the previous week high, which is 11190. And this is trading above previous month high, which is 11205. So all these levels, all these informations are, I can just look at it in one glance, and I can get all the informations what I need to do to decide on my trading. So all I know is this market is trading above the previous month high, above the previous week high, and above the previous day high, but it has got no strength to go high. So these are the informations I'm gathering based on the trend map and the PT zones and the dashboard. So now, where do I sell? Okay, if I am going to go for a sell, you see there is a strong resistance at 11230.35. So in other words, I should not be seeing the price going beyond 11230. Okay, if I'm right. Okay, and if I look on the 360, okay, the level, it says that for the next 6 hours, we should not see the price going above 11250. Okay, so these are the two levels I've derived. So that means what I'm getting is I should not be seeing the price going beyond 11250 for sure. or maybe 30. So that means I should be going for a sell at 112.30 or 112.40, 45. And always remember, when we put in a trade, if you want to enter the trade, you must put in a level whereby your order is get filled. And always remember, you want to put your stop loss, you should put your stop loss in a level whereby you should know that once you get stopped out, your that means the chances of you going on the wrong is very slim. So these are the things, tricks you need to know, and these are the things informations you need to know. So now I have already into the trade. Okay, now I'm already into the trade. Euro dollar, we have shorted at 112, and we put a stop at 112.20. Early on we got stopped out, so now we had a re-entry again. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to get stopped out again. It's okay. I mean, it's okay. Even if I get stopped out, it's okay. And of course, if I know, all I know, okay, for sure is, okay, the market has got no strength to go up. The market should turn soon, and I should know the turning level. That means, when do I know? Once the market breaks that level, then for sure I know that, okay, this market has already turned down. Okay, so these are the informations I need to know. So now I'm going to give you the answer for that. So now, in one sentence, okay, what I'm expecting is, I'm not expecting the market to go beyond 11250, and I'm expecting this market to turn down. And when do I know the market has already made a high is once the price breaks 11170. So that means once we see the price moving towards 11170, then we know for sure the high is already seen. Okay, so now the issue is, I'm not sure whether this is going to come down from here or whether it's going to go up towards 11230 or 11250, then come down. So that is the tricky part, and that is where that we need to find an answer. Okay, so now what we have done, okay, to play safe. Okay, now I'm going to show you that screen. And remember, I told you, in the event I stopped out. So I've given a call on the euro to sell at 11250, stop at 11280, and TP at 11180, and this one is expiry until tomorrow morning. So that means, if let's say my scalping trade gets stopped out, then this is where I should be getting a re-entry, which would be a better rate. But if let's say the price did not reach that level, then of course, if I'm sitting in front of the screen, then probably I may have to do another re-entry level. Okay, so now coming back to the screen, I told you 11170, that's the level key for us to take note. Once it breaks that, then we know that for sure the high for the euro is done. That means, we should see the market moving lower. And we are trying to book in our profit at 11150 or maybe 11130. So these are the levels which we want to do it. So as of now, we are into the trade, and we don't have to make any changes because we already put in a buffer trade. So we have to just let the trade works its way out. Then we see how it works. Okay, now let's go into the next trade. Okay, the next trade we are looking at is pound. Okay, pound is showing strength now. So we are seeing strength. Okay, strength on the excuse me, 60-minute, 120, 240, and 360. There is no strength. So that means the 240 strength. That means the strength can last up to 17 plus 4 is 21. No, is it 17 plus 4? No, 21. Sorry, 21, 23. Sorry, this is 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours. So it should be, I think that the next 4 hours already started strength. Okay. Now, again, the 6 hours got no strength, 12 hours has got no strength, and we are not seeing any strength on the 30 minutes and 15 minutes. So looks like we can go for a sell, and we have to see what is the current high, then we can go for this trade. Okay, so now The only issue is uh, 10 o'clock there is US data out. Okay, that one we need to be aware. So if that data is not there, then definitely we can go for the trade. Since that data is there, so then probably we may have to wait for that data to be out. Okay, we have uh, new home sales and crude oil inventories, which is at 2200 and 2230 hours. So we'll wait. So we will see how whether we want to go in or not, right? So now when we look into the pound, okay, the pound, when we look into the PT zones, this is also giving us a similar picture. That means there are no sellers. That means there are no sellers that, and at the same time the buyers, the bulls are not that strong, because the reason being is because your 360 is flat, 720 is also flat and is just within that level. So that means this is not showing much strength, right? So this is not showing much strength. So again, when we go into the dashboard, this would give you a clear indication. This is trading above the previous week high, which is 33.40, above the previous month high, which is 32.70, and current high and previous high are almost the same. That means about 5 pips. So chances are this might be the high, or we may see one spike up before the market starts to turn down. So this would be another place we look at, right? So of course we expect the market to, if it goes up, we are not expecting to go above 34.30 because we already seen the high. So we can place the trade above that high, and we got to see the price breaking a certain level, which is on this note. We have to see the price breaking 33.70 or 60 to be more precise. So when we break this level, then for sure we know that the high for this market is already been seen. So this is the same as the euro dollar. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to look into the chart for both the euro dollar and pound. Then we are going to put in the trades and go let it work. So just now that euro dollar, we worked. Remember, I told you the price has to break 11170 to see or to get a confirmation of the weakness. So here, if you notice, okay, one minute, I put an order for gold. Okay, our gold order is filled. Okay. By the way, just take note, our gold order is filled and right now is coming off. Okay, because you see, what we got to do is, okay, we got to make ourselves utilizing this time with thing. Okay, in fact, we shorted on the daily at 65. Okay, I think just on the dot, I think this market is now coming off. So this, we are trading already into this trade. Early on we got stopped out, and now we are making about 35 pips, 25 or 30 pips on this move on this. Okay, so anyway, this is for secondary on this. Now always remember, like when we do this live signals, this is how we will be doing. That means concurrently we will be discussing on the market. At the same time, we would be looking for opportunities, and if there is any opportunity, we would be going for a trade. Okay, now coming back to this euro, I think we have already finished. Now we go into pound. Okay, pound, I think we have an order to sell at 134.10. Okay, and the high is 134 0, I think 10. And I'm not sure whether we got filled on this. Okay, we have not filled on this. Okay, so now what we do is, since we are not got filled on this, okay, I want to hit the market. Okay, now I'm going into, okay, let me share that screen. This is, we are trying to sell at 10. Okay, stop at this, and this is our TP. So now we are trying to trade the market. Okay, so we got order filled at 3407. Okay, so now we are entering the market because just now we put an order to sell at 3410, and we feel that we may miss that entry, so we don't want to miss it. So we have taken a trade at the market, and this is the TP, and maybe this TP I want to change it to 30. Okay, instead of 57, change it to 30. So I would be going for this trade. Okay, so now we are already into this trade. Okay, we are already into this trade, and we are going to see what happens. And if let's say in the event, if let's say we get stopped out, of course we have a buffer entry. Just now I did tell you that we want to sell at 3470. So that is our next buffer entry in the event if we, let's say, we get stopped out, or we get stopped out, right? So now we have cleared euro dollar, and we have cleared pound. What to do? And also I did tell you that if you are trading this, okay, we don't expect the price to break the previous high 134.30. If it breaks, then we have to do a re-entry. On the other hand, break 33.90, 33.90, that is a sign of weakness. 33.90 is here. So if it breaks 33.90, then we know that the market is coming off, right? The market is coming off, then we can be in a comfort zone. But if it doesn't, then of course we would be in a danger zone of price moving higher, or being stopped out. So we got to ask ourselves whether are we in the safe zone or in the danger zone. Unless the price moves into the so-called the safe zone, we have to take responsible, and we have to manage this trade, uh, and this. Okay, the question was, okay, 4 hours means until what time? Okay, we play the game starting from 5 a.m. in the morning Singapore time. Okay, so you count every 4 hours. That means 5, 9, 13, 17, 21, 25. So 25 meaning this is until 1 a.m. Singapore time. So if it's 6 hours, then we do the same thing, like 5 o'clock we start, 5, 11, 17, 23, then again 6. So this is what the time belt which we are referring to. Okay, now next let's go into the dollar yen. Okay, dollar yen, I think we are trying to buy at 43.70. Okay, we're trying to buy at 43.70. Okay, anyway, let's see what is the uh, progress now. Okay, so right now this market is telling us is a sell on the 2-hour chart, and the 4 hours is flat, and 6 hours is flat. Okay, and we don't see any strength on the 30 minutes, sorry, any weakness on the 30 minutes and 15 minutes. So probably it is expected to be flat on the next 20-22 minutes, or we may see some weakness. But since this 2 hours is highlighted, so we need to know how long this 2 hours, that means when this 2 hours ends. So that is 17, 19, 21, and 23. So 23 meaning another 1 hour 20 minutes. Okay, so that means what the market is telling is this weakness may last for another 1 hour 20 minutes. Another 1 hour 20 minutes. That means the market should turn before that, or the market should go max 1 hour 20 minutes, and that's what we are looking for, right? So now we are going for a buy. Okay, then again let's look at the uh, this PT zones. Okay, the PT zones is telling us that on the daily, okay, daily two forces are uh, on the buying side, and one force on the selling, and 720 is one on the selling, and 360 we have one forces on the buying. So overall is we are getting mixed signals on this. That means when we say mixed signals, that means the market is a bit flat. But when we look at our previous 360, we have all buying. So I think buying is preferred rather than selling. So we stick to the buying side. Okay. So on this note, okay, where should we buying? Where should we? We need to know the target, stop loss, then finally entry. Okay, of course we need to know the benchmark level as well. So now when we look at dollar yen, okay, this is the dollar yen, and when we look at it right now, the market is trading at 43.90. So one look at it, okay, your current 360 low is 43.85 and current day low is 42.90. Previous day low is 43.10. Current week low is 42.90. So that means current week low and current day. That means this low happened today, right? So it happened today. So, and the market made a lower than the previous week low, then market started to move up. So that means this is telling you there is a failure. But again, we see the price current high is lower than the previous day high and current week high. Okay, now how do we trade this? Okay, now when we look at it, when we go into 360, all I know is the market has got no strength to go up, but we have a support at 43.55. There is a strong support at 43.55, which is 143.55. It's at the buying zone low and also SR2. So this is a strong support, and I don't see the price going below that. And the previous day also there is a strong support at 143.50. Okay, then 143.45. So I already got an answer. So basically, my stop loss would be below 143.40 or 45. Okay, that's my stop loss. Okay, my target would be, if I'm going to be a conservative trader. Okay, by the way, I'm just sharing with you, the pound started to turn down. Okay, and we are making money on that. Okay, I'm just sharing you that. Let me share that screen, since we are doing live. Okay, so now I think just now we managed to sell at 13407, and right now this is starting to turn. But of course, I would not be get convinced until that 133.65 breaks. Then only I know for sure this market is in a downtrend. Otherwise, I don't think this is going to be in a downtrend. But let's wait. Let's wait. Because we still have another 17 minutes, the data to be out. Then maybe after the data, then we might get a very clear indication or clear direction, right? So now coming back to dollar yen. Okay, dollar yen. We have decided the stop to be at 43, 45 or 50. Okay, and my profit would be, see, there is a strong selling force at 144.30, which is SR1. So if the SR1 breaks, okay, all I know is if the SR1 breaks, then 144.10, which is SR1 on the previous day. So these two levels are the benchmark levels. So if 144.10 and 144.35 breaks, then the next level is current day high, which is 144.45, and previous day high, which is 144.70. If all these levels are able to break, then we should be able to comfortably see 145.05 and 145.20. So these are the levels of target. So then ask yourself, whether are you a conservative trader or aggressive trader? If you are a conservative trader, then try to exit before 144.35. If you are an aggressive trader, then you may want to wait, or you do a partial filling, partial locking profit, and you wait for the high to see whether the high to break. That is the next thing we need to see for ourselves. Okay, now we look into the chart. then finally we conclude what we want to do on this trade. So let me go into the chart. Okay, so right now, looking at the chart, looking at the chart, uh, what I feel is, okay, we have not seen the low yet. Okay, we have not seen the low yet, but chances are we should be seeing the low soon, before 70. Okay, this is what we feel. And remember earlier on I told you that this weakness, we expect this thing to last for another 1 hour, 20 minutes. So taking that into consideration, the time as well as these levels, we still feel that 14370, there is a very high chance of it getting filled. But of course, you got to set in front, sit in front of the screen. If by any chance, if you see the market turning up before that, then you got to enter. Just like we entered just now the pound, but the pound is still moving back again. Now is 134.10. So just now it was like coming off, then now is moving up again. So we got to monitor. We got to monitor. Then that's the only way we can tell ourselves to make ourselves to be a better trader in the long run. Okay. So now our call for this is, okay, we want to buy at 143.70, stop at 143.40, and TP at 144.30 or 144.60. Okay, because we want to exit before previous day high. Okay, and let me see what is the signals we have given on that. Then probably we can adjust the levels and time. Okay, we have a dollar yen buying at 43.70. Stop at this, and TP we have put as 45. But here the expiry we put at 23.30. Okay, chances are I think I may need to extend this a bit because if it's not going to get filled, then I may miss the opportunity or I may miss this trade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this expiry date, expiry time, to another 1 hour, one and a half hours. So that means until 1 a.m. Singapore time. Okay. So we are trying to get into this trade. Okay, because we want to be in this trade and we are trying to get into this trade and we want to do this trade. Okay. So dollar yen thing is done. So we are not we don't get any momentum trades on this. So we let this trade work. Then we see how this thing goes about. Okay. If in between, before we finish, if we get an opportunity, let's say we want to do the market, then we do. Always remember, when we hit the market, okay, that is going to be a bit risky trade, and you all have to get yourself prepared, especially when you do a market entry. Okay, so now the next call would be next currency which we are going to look to be is dollar Swiss. Okay, dollar Swiss, when we look into this, okay, take note that this market is showing some weakness, which is on the 60, and this is flat on all the other time belt, okay, which is or 120, 240, 360, but 360 is up, yeah, 360 is up. Okay, take note that tomorrow S&P interest rate decision, and the bank is expected to cut rate. So if you take into that consideration, then dollar Swiss going for a buy would be a good bet. In fact, we were trying to buy this cross at in the afternoon at 84, 30 or 25, 25 if I'm not mistaken. But I think we didn't get this order get filled. We should have hit the market, but unfortunately we didn't take the trade. But if we would have taken, then definitely that would have been a profitable trade, but we missed that entry. Okay, so that is the thing we got to accept when we do. Okay, now when we look into this, Okay, now we are looking for a buying level. Okay, right now this market is trading at dollar Swiss. Let me see where it's trading at. Um, 84.75. Okay, so we need to know the support. So the support would be at 84.65, which is a 120 low, or a 240 low, which is 84.65. Then 360 low is 84.15. So there is a big gap between 240 low and 360 low. So we got to play a bit careful on this. Okay, now when we go into the uh, PT zones, okay, when we look into it, okay, the good thing is, okay, there is no weakness on the 360, 720 daily. Only the weakness is on the weekly. So we got to see that level. And of course, monthly and quarterly are all very weak. So only your previous day, previous 360 has already started showing strength. So overall is we should be looking to buy this cross, and we should be planning to hold this trade. Okay, now we go into the dashboard. Then we we see all the levels. Okay, a rule of thumb. You see what we are trying to do. I hope you understand. Especially if you are a trader, you got to ask yourself, whether the market is moving up or moving down. And the simplest rule you can see or you can get is when the market makes higher highs and higher lows, then the market is going up. When the market is making lower highs and lower lows, then it's going down. That is a rule of thumb, and this is the simplest, form of reading the chart and simplest form of getting into the trade. So now when we look into dollar Swiss, okay, market, if you look at right now, this market is trading at 84.76. Current low is lower than previous day low, and current week low is also lower, is similar to dollar yen. If you notice, is similar to dollar yen, right? And I think there is a failure, and the only difference is current high is higher than the previous day high, but unlike dollar yen, is current high is lower than the previous day high. So in other words, so dollar Swiss is weaker than dollar yen, and we expect this price to go up. Okay, now we have seen the support at 84.55. So 84.55, 84.45, that's my buying level based on the daily. And we have a previous day, we have that 84.95 has to clear. Okay, 84.40. So I already got my stop loss. So my stop loss I got to put either at 84.35 or 84.40. And my TP is I have to exit before the high, which is 85. And 84.95, there is a selling pressure. So I'm giving you all this information, so at least when you look into this, at least you can trade with confidence, and you can be with confidence. You can hold the trade with confidence. So my stop loss is 83.35, 83.40. Exit target is 85 or 84.95. But of course, if the 85 breaks, then I may see the price moving to the previous week high, which is 85.20 and 85.45. But this definitely, I think you can see this level by tomorrow, when the interest rate announcement, and if the bank really they went and cut rate, then chances are this might be definitely this possibility. Okay, now we are going for a trade, so we want to go into the chart. Then uh, we see our entry point to see whether we are expected to see any weakness. Okay, so now we look into the chart. Okay, market is showing weakness. Okay, let me see how long can this weakness be. Okay, this, see, we need to try to understand the time as well as the um, um, the price level. Okay, so this dollar Swiss is not showing much weakness compared to dollar yen. Dollar yen, I told you the weakness can last for another 1 hour. So here, I don't think we are expecting any more weakness because it's already showing no weakness. So what I intend to do is probably I may want to buy at 65 and close my trade at 95 or 85.15 if I'm fighting for the news. So and my stop loss would be 35, uh, 35. So my uh, okay, the call which we have given is, okay, let me share that screen. Okay, dollar Swiss we are going to buy at 84.55. Okay, so this is a day trading, and what I'm going to do is uh, the 55, the stop loss I want to raise it to 35. That means I'm not want to put it maybe 30. Then 85.20. Now what I'm going to do is this. I'm planning to extend it until tomorrow 7 o'clock because the reason being is this is going to be a day trade, and I want to fight for the news. So I see that there is a high chance that I can make that 60 pips if I hold this trade for uh, one uh, 1 2. Okay, the question is might be Singapore. Yeah, all the times which we are indicating is all Singapore time, because we are trying to standardize the time. So if you look at all this time, whatever the time we are mentioning is all Singapore time. Okay, if you are based in a different country, what I would suggest is probably you may want to use whatever the GMT time plus, then you go accordingly, right? Okay, now like as I told you, I want to be in this trade. So now what I'm going to do is I want to go for another scalping trade, and I'm going to enter at 84, 60, 60. Okay, because the data is going to be out soon. Okay, so if the data is out, then on the other hand, since the data is not out, I wouldn't know. So I would want to buy at 60, 25 pips risk, 35 pips reward. And this time I'm going to put until 11 or 11:30 Singapore time. Okay. So I put in this trade. Okay. Now you see how we are putting our trades with ease just by looking 1 minute glance at the chart and looking at the market. Then we put in the trade, and of course we manage the trade after that. Okay, we have 2 more minutes. Okay, we have a data out. Maybe let's finish that data, then we continue. Okay, we still have Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar cat, and dollar sing. Okay, we have still have 4 more crosses. Then of course if you guys uh, don't mind staying, then I don't mind discussing Nasdaq, Dow Jones, and S&P. So if you are interested, I suggest you put on the chat. Okay, you guys don't mind waiting, then I don't mind discussing on that, right? So I want you to give me a response. Whether do you want to discuss on the Nasdaq, S&P, and Dow Jones. Okay, now let me share that data. Okay, now we have 30 more seconds. New home sales, the market is expecting 699. Okay, any data that is worse than that, expect the dollar weakness to come in. Okay, meaning may see some spike up either side. On the dollar is strong, then we have the dollar strength to continue, right? So that would be um your call for that. Okay, let me see the data, and you see this is how this is going to be, this live signals. So as and whenever we get an opportunity, we'll try to move ourselves towards that data and market. Okay, the data is good. Okay, so gold is expected to come down, Oh yeah, I have to discuss on gold as well. Huh? Gold is expected to come down, and uh, the dollar strength should continue. Okay, and let's see what has happened. Okay, let us open. Okay, let me see what the gold. Okay, just give me a minute. I just want to sell gold. Okay. Uh, okay. Now let's go back again. See, dollar Swiss, I think we can go for a market, we can go for a buy at market because the low is already seen. Okay, let me see whether I can hit that market. Okay, looks like this momentum. Okay, let me try this momentum. Okay, dollar Swiss, we can go for a buy. Okay, we can go for a buy. Okay, we'll try to buy at 80. And only I think 20-25 pips move, we are looking for. But I don't know whether you want to take or you don't want to take. This is up to you to decide. So we want to buy at 55 and 85.05 is about 25 pips. And I want to close this whatever the price I may want. Okay, so this schedule I just want to put in for another half an hour, right? So I'll just see how this thing comes. Then we can go into. Okay. So now coming back to this Aussie dollar. Okay, we are looking to go for Aussie dollar right now. I think we are. Let me change the screen. Okay, we are seeing weakness. Market is flat across the board. Okay, the only clue I have is market has made a high or maybe reg registered high on the 4-hour chart at 6910. Okay, so this is 6910. That is the registered high. Okay, so we don't see the price moving above that. So if we get a chance, we go for a sell. Okay. Let me see. Okay, PT zones. Okay, we are seeing weakness on the 360. 720 is flat. Daily, we have two forces showing weakness. So, but of course, it's blinking, then it's moving. So at least I think we are trying to see the weakness. And of course, if you see it, then definitely we can go for a sell on this. Okay, now look into Aussie dollar. Okay, so the Aussie dollar. Right now, the market is trading at 68.70. Okay, 68.70. Okay, and if you see your current high, okay, is higher than the previous day high, and your current low is higher than your previous day low. Okay, then your current time belt high is 68.85, and right now this market is breaking your current time belt low, which is 68, 65, 70. So overall, we are seeing weakness, and once the price moves into 68, 75, that shows the market is weak and we should be selling. So we can go for a sell on this market and we can hit the market. Okay, see. Let me see whether we okay, Aussie dollar. Okay, so now I think this market is slowly coming down, slowly coming down. So we want to sell this and we want to exit before 68 35. Okay, 35 should be our target. Okay, so we'll try to sell at 68.80 and 68.40 as the target. Okay, right now it's just creeping lower. That's all, it's just slowly creeping lower. So we'll try to sell at 80. Okay, now with that, I'm able to give a call on this is going to be a momentum trade. Okay, this is going to be a momentum trade. We are trying to sell Aussie. Let me see whether I got any other orders. Okay, we have another order we put in is a day trading at 69.10. So here we want to sell at 68.80 and TP at 68.35. This expiry until 23.30. Okay, then we want what is the expiry at 69.10. Okay, we have put it as 23.30. Okay, so that one, I think we may want to extend it until maybe New York closes. So we extend until New York closes. Okay, so here we extended for and 69.10. So if let's say that that our first entry we get stopped out, so we may try to re-enter on that cross. Okay, so now I think we already over 1 hour. Okay, just let me try to finish a quick one this next three. Okay, dollar CAD. Okay, dollar CAD is flat across the board, and we are seeing some strength on the 120 and 240. So in other words, that means that 134, 30, 20 should be the low or benchmark level which we are focusing. Okay, and are we seeing any strength? Okay, we have not seen any strength on the dollar CAD, but only weakness. So this is showing that this market has to go for a cautious buy if we are going for a buy, because this is not showing any strength. Okay, coming back to this level. Okay, the market today's low is lower than yesterday's low. This is similar to dollar Swiss and dollar yen. Okay, so today's low. So what we are expecting is try to buy and exit before, let me see, before 34.85 or 65. Okay, 65 or 85. So these are the two levels which we need to have our focus. Okay, that means two levels. We just need to see our attention, whether either we exit before 65 or 85. Okay. Okay, let me hold on. Let me see what is the signal we have given for dollar CAD. Dollar put it as 85. Okay, we don't have an order. So what we can do is we can go for a scalping buy. Okay, for 2 hours. Sorry. 134, 35. Stop at 15 and 134.65. and this one the expiry would 1 a.m. So that means we give some time for it to work, and this is tomorrow 1 a.m. So we put in this trade for dollar CAD. Okay, then let's see whether do we have any trade on New Zealand and dollar Sing and okay, New Zealand, I think we are trying to sell at 63.50. Okay, and this is expiry is at 23:30. So we want to extend this time until tomorrow morning 7 a.m. So this is we extend this time. So this would be uh, time extended. Then we see whether okay we can sell. Okay, we can sell at 63.20. Okay, sell at 63.20. Then exit at 62.90. Okay, so 20 or 25, that should be the selling level, right? So this one is a scalping trade. $63.25, stop at 50, TP at 62.90. Okay, and this is also expiry until 1 o'clock. Okay, so this trade we have done. Then finally we come into Sing dollar. Okay, Sing dollar we have a buy at this is we've given time until 7 a.m. So let that work, and let's see whether we can take any uh, close trade. Okay, the trade we can look to buy is 128.35, and we got to exit at 65 or 75. Okay, so this would be a scalping trade. $128. In fact, today's low is, I think our system is showing a wrong low. So we want to put that as a low, and 128.70 until 1 a.m. Okay. So I think what okay, now gold, I don't know whether we got stopped out again. Okay, I think I think we are still into the trade. Okay, we are still into the trade. We have shorted at 65, and this, okay, I think I may want to, since the gold is showing so much of strength, I may want to exit at 54. Okay, I want to change this TP. So unless this 54 breaks, then only we can see the price moving lower, right? But I want to change TP to 54. So 54, because there is a strong support at 52 half, 53. In fact, current day low is 52 half. So after it breaks that level, then only we can see lower. So I will stop 54. So this is I think more or less we have been. So most likely what we will do is tomorrow. Okay, I'll try to tone down a bit, maybe not much of explanation, then concentrate more onto the trades. So maybe tomorrow we can go into this Nasdaq, Dow Jones, and S&P, which we were saying. Okay, and one last request. Okay, please, if thank you very much for coming into this channel, and we are trying to do a good service to you guys. Okay, so I hope you appreciate what we are doing, and if you really like it, please subscribe to our services and give a liking. That's one. Next is, of course, bring in your friends, whoever is in this similar industry, let them join, then we can make the group bigger, and we grow together as one group. Yeah. Okay, so tomorrow, I think we have it on the 1600 hours. So this is going to be a similar session like what we did today. This is going to be a live session. Then slowly we want to also share with you our systems, and definitely it will be a wonderful experience. Trust me, because we are trying, to teach you to trade without emotions controlling. So that is our motive, and especially if you are successful, okay, we would be very happy that at least we have made you in the moved in the right direction. Okay. Thank you. Looking forward to see you again. Good night. I see you again tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.